Wow. That the Lord bless you, don't doubt it, my nigga.
Ooh, this caffeine is moving, boy.
I'm on a tangent, I had some fans that hopped in the bed and shit when they thought that I wasn't gon' pay. Now I got a plan. They say this is us, the greater revenge. Tell all your friends, come on a mission.
Hey, y'all
so
fuck
me
with
in
that
the
21 jump?
to get it before it all ends. Nigga,
Shout out,
how much
shout out.
money you got?
I'm saying everybody who got in there right now. Ayo, Aaron, that motherfucker. Shout out,
Yo, why are we live on our show?
A lot.
How many times you got shot?
A lot.
How many niggas you shot?
A lot.
How many times did you ride? A lot.
Yo, this is slide.
How many
Yo, low key.
A lot.
How many times did she leave?
Yeah, stay live on
How
yours.
many times did she cry? A lot. How many chances she done gave you? Fuck around with these guys.
Oh my god, how do we save these lives? Our lives are lit as fuck right now.
You gotta save the video.
Damn, I ain't got no room for that, man. We should post this shit. This shit is lit.
It's not a hype song, but it's you know what I mean? It's a vibe.
Definitely a vibe. Definitely a vibe. It's like one of those like chill hype vibes. Like you ain't gotta do too much. Like, oh shit. Oh shit, he just did a thing.
I just did
He
a
just
thing.
He just did a whole
Wait a minute.
Alright, yo, we got it live.
Oh,
Hey,
man.
alright.
I didn't even care. He's just like, busy. Okay, that's all right.
Right.
Alright, let's fucking get it, B. You ready?
And we're back.
Ladies and gentlemen, we back.
Here
It's
we
Friday,
are.
407. But hold up, pause.
You hear those voices?
You hear those voices? We got a
Look at
special
me.
guest in the building, man.
What's
Special guest in the
good?
building.
All right, guys. We've been talking about it for a minute.
Yeah,
We've got some friends in the building.
definitely friends. Hosting the event.
Yo.
Go for this.
Introduce yourself, friends.
Introduce yourself.
Who we
We
got?
What's up? I'm Malaysia Rayla for the culture. Beep, beep, beep.
And I go by the name of Jack Wine, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? All types of records, drop a few clues bombs from my shit right now.
You got through it. You got through it. Good
Right.
job. Who else?
Gang, gang, come on. This is my partner, my brother.
It's your boy J. Kings in the building, you know what I'm saying? What's good with everybody out here?
You feel me? We in the building.
Right.
Flight 407, man, and I'm telling you, this was definitely a long-awaited episode. We've been waiting to get you guys in the building for quite some time now, but I'm happy you're here.
We're happy to be
Because we definitely
here.
got a whole lot of shit to talk about.
Hell
be
yeah.
dope.
Hell yeah, you feel me? You feel me? Well, definitely number one on the agenda.
What's up?
How did For the Culture become one? Like,
Oh, man.
You
that's-
want a story?
well,
So
Jack
cute.
Clark.
So cute.
I'm the last to speak, guys.
Lisa
I'm gonna
comes
be
in with a
last.
yellow
That's
little
me.
shirt, a
Right.
cutie little thing. She gave me good vibes from the second you walked in. I was like, oh, this is going to be a great
I know, right? I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
oh my god. The confidence.
Right, the confidence is
You gotta bring that with you. You
Right.
gotta bring that energy with you.
Hell yeah.
Definitely.
Okay.
But I know for myself, like I remember when For the Culture was just getting started, I wasn't there for like the first beginnings of it. I remember it was Derek and Food, and they caught me like on some downtown. Can we cuss? I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
So they caught me on some downtown shit, and I think we was just out partying or whatever. And Food was like, "Yo, let me ask you a couple questions." Food not here right now. Shout out to Food.
Yeah,
He,
shout out
He in
Food.
DC right now. That's
Shout out
all.
Food.
You know what I'm saying? One of our main guys. And he see me downtown. He's like, "Yo, we're doing this segment of just asking people questions downtown." Whoopie woo. I'm
That's
you
crazy.
downtown. You sauce. You're not really thinking about it. So I just answer the questions, and I'm like, later on, I shoot this music video and Food pop back up with Derek. So I'm like, damn, you know what I'm saying? These niggas really moving. So I see him a couple more times and I'm like, yo, what's up with the situation? Like, y'all, you know what I mean? Y'all doing interviews, I think it's popping. And he's like, yeah, you should come down. But it took a little while for me to really get into it because my other work schedule and they was doing it at different places and different times that wasn't really. But finally, you know what I'm saying, a couple months ago,
you came around to it.
we was able to link up with the schedules and it's been love ever since. I mean, what we doing for the underground.
yeah. So
And so what do you guys do? You go downtown and you ask people questions?
Nah, that's how it started. We had
That's how it
segments
started
like
for
that.
him.
Like
Yeah.
a video. That's what we were like, I want to do that. Just go downtown and just
Yeah.
ask people
Ask
questions.
questions.
But did you guys already do that? Because
Yeah.
we can't do it.
Right.
No,
we can still do it. Yeah, we can still make our own segment.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
can you guys say, oh, you don't do it? Can we do a throwback episode and work on and then we'll just wreak havoc downtown?
I never even seen this footage. This is the first time I'm hearing this story.
Oh, you never done it either?
No, wait, what, the questions downtown?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I have, but that's the first time I heard your story. I didn't know how, like,
Yeah, she didn't know. She wasn't around at that time.
Yeah, I wasn't around, like, literally, because I came in a little bit different. I was, like, hosting, but I was doing, like, the club hosting. I kind of had, like, a whole bunch of other stuff going on, and, like, show hosting, like, talk show, all of that wasn't even on the agenda, like, none of that. And then I got a message from For the Culture, a.k.a. Dare, you know what I'm saying? I got a message, it was like, hey, so you know, I'm looking for another female host, you trying to do it. And so at first I was like, because I'm shy, so I'm really shy.
No, you're not.
And so I swear, people are always shocked when I say that, but I'm very like, oh my God, when lights on me, oh my God, no. But that's kind of how it happened, and then I was just like, oh, well, I do like to talk a lot, so fuck it. And that's kind of how it happened. And then it was like, I met Jack, I met Fool, and then we all just... We clicked. We honestly just clicked. Like,
I love it.
it was really, really good. Hell yeah.
So you came in doing, like, the personality thing, but you guys also make your own music.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so
Talk
talk
about
to
that.
us about that.
Oh,
You
my.
first. I'm a huge ass
that's-
Jack Wan fan.
that's
I'm
my
like,
thing.
it's so crazy.
That's my
Like,
thing, like-
I was like, yo, he's mad lit, yo.
This guy's kind of nice.
I just started music. Well, music has always been a part of my life, but I didn't start like actually taking it seriously until last year. So my album that I'm working on, I've been working on for a year. So that's like, yeah, she's like, yeah, I've been working on it for a year. So like, you know, I got some stuff underway. I got, you know, artist development, all that stuff. Just trying to. I'm a perfectionist, so like, I don't want to just, you
That's how
know,
it's supposed
a
to
good
be.
body of work is like really important to
Exactly.
me. So it's been a lot of delays, pushing the date, a lot of like, okay, this isn't good. So that's kind of how, you know, that went about my music and stuff. I'm really excited.
Okay, are you a singer, are you a rapper, what?
I like to tell people, because I don't sing, but I don't rap. Like, I like to say I'm like in between, kind of like that melodic hip hop, but also like R&B. I'm very like Tony Braxton, or like, I have like this alto thing going on.
Okay, do you know who Georgia Smith is? Of course you do, right?
I do, I know,
You know how
yeah.
like some of her songs are like talky?
Yeah.
Is it kind of like that?
It's kind of like,
'Cause
okay,
if so,
think
I already
Jhené
love
Aiko.
it.
Think like, it's like
Okay,
singing,
great.
but it's like,
SZA,
exactly.
that realm.
I like that.
Okay, cool,
Exactly,
cool, cool.
You know.
I like it already. I'm a fan.
How many records you got?
Oh, I got
lot.
14. a lot. Right. I got 14 songs on this album. I have 14 songs on this
14?
album. Yeah, and I wrote
When is it
them
coming out?
all.
There we go. Hell yeah.
Like,
Do you have a date?
Are they all recorded?
There's a side A and a side B. They're not all, they are like laid down, but they're not like mixed and mastered. and
Okay,
stuff.
okay.
So I have a side A and a side B, and the actual whole album is supposed to drop on my birthday. That's the goal.
There we
I'm putting
go.
it out there, but it's supposed to be my birthday, and then
When's
side A
your
and
birthday?
side B, I'm still working. April 23rd.
Ooh.
So,
April
so, you know what I'm
23rd.
saying? Taurus season, you feel me? So that's the
You
goal.
too, Taurus?
Yeah.
What? You're
Yeah,
Taurus?
May 20th.
Oh, look at you guys. You
look
didn't
at
even
you.
know. That's how you guys vibe.
Oh, hell yeah.
I have two friends, and they're both Aquarius. I'm like, Aqua Gang. Like, anytime
That's
I'm with
not
them, I'm
right.
like, good thing. Oh, Aquarius?
Aquarius.
What does that mean?
Okay, so
Rising.
you know,
Tell me a
it's
little
like
something.
your-
Rising sun
yeah,
sign.
it's like your moon. My moon and my rising are Aquarius, and then technically I'm a cusp baby, so I'm like a mix between a Taurus and an Aries. I don't know.
Okay, but
you
what
know-
does that mean? Like.
Okay, so it's like your
rising.
undertones, like your moon and your rising is kind of like your undertones.
You
So
saying that like
your
you wouldn't wake up
reaction
and
to.
Nah, it's really like your astrological chart is a picture, right, of what the stars look like, what the universe
Yes.
look like
Yeah.
when you were born,
Okay.
around the sun, right? So supposedly, you know, that's the energy that was
Yeah.
you came in under that, right? So there. Like the rising, the moon signs, all of those things. I can't quite remember what the rising piece is, but I feel like, you know, all of them have to do with that picture.
This is how
You know
you're
what I'm saying?
best
I got you.
connected to people. Is basically
It's-
like
it's-
an
it's
Aquarius
about-
is in your whatever chart. So this is a person you vibe with.
All
Yeah.
of those,
You see,
all those pieces.
I've
are
never
different.
been into it like that.
Yeah.
But that's
guys are
so
way-
cool.
Oh, I am. Well, I can
Because
sit here
you
and
know
talk
what,
for
bro?
days.
You know what, bro?
People talk a lot of shit about my sign.
Yeah.
What's your sign?
I'm a Scorpio.
Ooh.
You see? So like every time,
I'm kidding.
every time
One of my favorite people in the entire. A lot of my really good friends are Scorpios.
I just don't understand. Like,
See,
what did we do to people? Like,
I
why do
did?
people?
Wait, what's your
Really
sign?
know nothing about
An Aquarius.
Scorpios
I'm an
except-
Aquarius.
Oh my God, my
and, like,
mother's an Aquarius. I love Aquarius. My whole family's Aquariuses. Like, it's
Oh, so
crazy.
you just
see
get
that?
me.
You
You
see,
just
I get you. I get you. We
Aquarius
here.
world well though.
What?
Aquarius.
Girl, Aquarius.
Oh shit! See,
This is why we all get it. We're here.
yo, see, we
I
all
don't
got
get
it,
it.
bro. I don't
I
get
don't get it. Explain it. Enlighten me, please.
I don't know. I think it just
Like,
matches.
So that's a long conversation. conversation that goes beyond its own.
It is.
character.
It's
It
such
has
a,
to do with personality traits, you know,
Yeah.
with habits and what you're like prone to do. You
Mhm.
know what I mean? What you're most likely, what it's most likely that you're gonna like or feel or, you know what I'm saying, be accustomed to.
oh damn. Hang up on that person.
Right.
Ooh.
Hold
You
up,
can
pause.
hang
Segment on the show. Because she actually brought this up about me not so long
Wow,
ago.
yeah, somebody
Because
just
somebody just called me.
on my
And she
live
lit
right
swerve.
now.
Oh, look at it. We back on live, ladies and
Yo,
gentlemen.
Live like
I'm
it
dead.
never left.
Like it never happened.
Swerved on
So we
live,
done-
swerved on
we
the
done-
radio.
we done
I'm sorry,
swerved on
sir.
somebody.
I'm sorry.
I'll hear again.
Swerve
Sorry in
radio.
advance.
Oh, counted on my live.
My
I'm
bad.
sorry to text and blowing up her phone.
Wow, I'm loving it. I'm definitely loving it.
Watch him call again. I'm like, man.
Swerving again.
Get on my live, not on my phone. Don't call me, but watch my live. Thank you.
Thank you.
Right.
We don't need it.
Right.
But as far as the records, I know that's really my thing.
Yeah,
I feel you.
hell yeah.
Like, that's like from the Jump Street, you know what I'm saying? I've always been a singer. I started recording, you know what I'm saying, in high school, like at the end of high school, and never looked back, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like, I have a bunch of records, I have a bunch of, you know what I'm saying, goals and things like that as far as, you know, making music in the industry. But when it comes to, you know, being realistic, you know, you're not always gonna be able to just blow up and do exactly what you want to do all the time. So you just gotta prep. So this is me, like, back, you know, before I moved down here, because I'm actually from DC.
Yeah, I got you.
I was doing party hosting and stuff.
Yeah.
So, I hosted events and hosted parties and stuff. So I was used to it already when they were like, "Yo, let's do this." I'm like, "Yeah, of course we can do that." I would love to interview people, and of course I like talking to people and digging in. And So that's
Yeah, I'm loving
You
it.
like people. I feel like if you like,
Love people.
I love people.
Same.
I love
Yeah,
people.
same.
music is A1. Music is always like
That's why
first love.
I feel you. That's honestly like what made me, because I went to school for the whole music, not music shit. I went to school for like broadcasting and stuff. So
Oh, wow.
yeah. So after I did that, like I was like, damn, like this is. I know for a fact that this is always what I want to do. I know that I was put here for music, something
Exactly.
to do with
Music
music.
related.
And
Exactly.
You have that capacity.
Exactly. And I'll be honest with you. You don't see. I'm not out here like trying like to rap and sing shit because I know
Yeah.
personally I can't do it. You know what I mean? You feel me? So like I'm not gonna like try to like front like or do something. But I know for a fact like I have a voice. I know she had a voice.
Hell yeah.
So and we
Yeah.
like ever since I met her, we just vibe on that musical level. So I think that's what made us like. You feel me? That's what made me want to call her and be like, yo, I got this fucking idea and we
Yeah.
about to buzz down on it.
Because
And
it was always us. We're like, oh,
Yeah.
this is a cool thing, or like. Whenever an album came out that we
Yeah,
both
yeah.
like, really wanted to listen to, like, we're gonna get some munchies, we're gonna sit in the car, and we're just gonna
Hell
listen
we just
to
get
it.
lit.
Like,
And we
yeah.
listen to the whole album.
And so it just
front
made
to back.
sense to
Yeah.
like
Exactly.
have a show where that's what we talk about.
Exactly.
Yeah. And you know what I'm saying? For me, it's really all about progression. You know, I know she kind of is coming from a place where it's like she hasn't really had a whole lot of experience with putting it out there. But you know, I know y'all probably are looking to the next level too. It's like
We're thinking so far. Like
Right,
now.
like we're right here, like nothing's really popping off, but we're thinking like everything that
We
could
can't
be.
even say that.
Because the only people
Yeah.
that succeed are the people that are crazy enough to keep going after everyone's been
That's what
like,
I'm saying.
not for you.
Right.
It's
Consistency
all
is
about
super key.
innovators too.
Have you guys had a chance to interview like anybody like you would consider like celebrity or like up there yet?
So this is actually the
Okay, so
fifth
he had a
episode.
show.
Yeah, I had a show. This is the
Previously.
fifth episode of Flight 407.
Okay.
But I had a show previously with a girl named Free. I don't know if you guys saw. It was the Freeway session. No, so it was a show right before YFM Radio like kind of started.
Yeah.
So I kind of did the DJ, but I was the co-host on it.
Yeah.
And we interviewed some like big Orlando names. Like we did this. Did you watch Smack? Like Battle Rap?
Yeah, nigga, all the time.
Yeah. Like, yeah.
I was sponsored with them too. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Al Capone. I'm trying
Hell
to find out who
yeah,
you're
yeah.
talking
So
about.
have you ever heard of a guy named Matt Ills? He did
I know Matt Ills real well.
We did him. We interviewed him. I thought he was kind of big name.
Yeah, that's I mean grind time.
Yeah.
You need to stop.
He said you do this like
Put him on the pause real fast.
Go ahead.
Nah, but he's good. He's good. You know what I'm saying?
Do what you do.
So
The way he was talking, you feel me? But we did him, and then a rapper named One Scope. He's kind of big in my area. Do you guys fuck with One Scope at all?
Yeah.
Yeah?
So yeah, I'm from Kissimmee. So like he's been buzzing since like I was like yeah.
On that side, it's like a 40-minute rock. I mean,
Hey man, that's where we
I
from.
don't really
So
go to Kissimmee.
We-
I guess
You live right
BBL, but I don't really
Everything I say was brand new. I
go that way.
like, nah, I still don't know who he talking about. Who he talking about, son? One who?
So I mean, I know, you know, for me, like I've had like a bunch of like little experiences here where like records where like Gunna. Like I've done some work. I've done some
Oh,
records
okay.
with Gunna. I've done some records with 24 Hours. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like I've done some, you know what I'm saying, stuff in the studio with people here and there. But it's like when you get to that level, it's like you can't just put those records out. You can't just,
yeah.
you can't just jump to the right.
Oh, pause.
Be like, yo,
I'm tripping. Have you ever heard of a rapper named Just B? He's actually from Orlando.
Just who?
Just B?
Just be.
Yeah, Just B. JESB.
No.
No.
Yeah. It sounds familiar. Look, that name.
Like, yeah, the
when you say it,
name.
Yeah. He's from Orlando. I actually did. This was probably like about 6-7 months ago. I was doing like camera work for Trackset. You know Trackset? Yeah. I was doing camera work
I
for
was at
Trackset.
18 for the longest. You know,
Yeah.
Studio
Okay.
18,
I
right
got
around
you.
the corner
Yeah. I
from
got you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was actually doing like camera work for Trackset, and we did the Central Florida Music Awards. That's
Right,
where I met I met like a couple other people.
Okay.
And damn, what the fuck just happened? You know what, like when you're like talking,
your
you're just
brain-
like,
Yo, I hate when that
We
happens,
were
yo.
talking about
No judgment.
You
No, they
sit
say-
in like,
no,
yeah,
they
son,
say-
it ain't gone.
wow.
When you were gonna say something and you forgot, I heard once like that whatever you were gonna say was a lie. So if you ever forget what you're gonna
Yeah,
say,
yeah.
just shut up. Because whatever.
No, what were we talking about just now?
I know we were talking about
Trackset.
building,
Yeah, how it started and
how it
shit.
started.
So
And
that's
you work with somebody.
Yeah, Just B, that's what we're talking about. Yeah. So I met Just B at the Central Florida Music Awards. We actually did like a little quick 15-second like interview, talked about his shit. But he actually like right after that, he moved to Atlanta like a week later, and then now he has a song with Future. He actually like sent us pictures of him in the studio with Future.
That's nuts.
He's kind of like with QC. He's kind of like in that whole circle now. Like he has a song with Baby.
Singer or rapper?
Rapper. We'll play. I'll play you shit.
Right.
I'll play. Yeah. And he said that Lil Baby's honestly been the one that's like been like helping him out the most. Like he's like.
No, but
like,
I've seen a lot of
that
like,
whole thing.
it just seems
Yeah.
like a lot of bigger artists are pushing a lot of smaller
Smaller
artists.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they
Like it seems like
understand.
more of a
Exactly.
community.
Yeah.
Like we all thrive together.
We
Yeah.
made them. You feel what I'm
Exactly,
saying? Like they
yeah.
understand. Like it's kind of like with the same shit before the culture.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I feel you.
It's really
We
all
can't
about
do nothing
taking
without
the people.
Each
without the
other.
culture,
exactly.
without the culture.
Exactly. You can't
We
do
don't.
nothing.
Yeah.
You don't make the culture. You might have a chance to curate the culture. You might have a chance to point out some stuff to the culture or shine a light on a piece of the culture. But you can never create the culture. You can only be a part of it.
A part of it.
You know what I'm saying? So
My
you
thing
got
is-
to when it comes to stuff like that. You got to.
My thing is, if they're gonna be a part of the culture, at least this is my biggest thing. If
Yeah.
you're gonna be a part of the culture, be yourself. Stop
Hell yeah.
copying.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
majority of all of you artists, majority of all of you right now, you know what I'm saying? Mimic somebody else in the industry that's already been known for exactly who they are.
Exactly.
So you're not broadcasting who you are. So your music and all that stuff that you're doing looks fraudulent. You know what I'm saying? They don't look like who you really are. That's the only thing I say, you know what I'm saying? Because, yeah, you're right. We all get added into this culture. But, yo, let's stop that gimmick stuff. You know what I'm saying? Niggas
Yeah.
gotta come out here real. Because this shit.
You're always
this shit-
number
this
two.
shit
Authenticity.
bad,
You're
man.
you.
Authenticity. I was just talking about this. I was
Originality
saying,
is key.
What it really is. Like I tell people all the
man.
time. I think one of the things
know.
when you're first coming into being an artist and trying to find yourself. I think at first, you're trying to figure out, all right, well, what's the trend? What's the way? What's this? What's that?
your
But that
sound?
ultimately, I tell people all the time, like, be true to you, be true to yourself. And it sounds so fucking
Yeah.
cliche, but it's so true.
But it's the
because
only thing
it's-
you can be. It's
Exactly,
you. It doesn't
it's
matter. You
you.
can do a billion things, but
Only-
the only thing you
Only
can be
you
is
know how
you.
to talk like you. Like, yo, if I start rapping right now, niggas
But
gonna be like,
also-
oh, nah, you don't sound like that nigga. Why? 'Cause I'm talking like me. Like, this man body gonna talk like me. You know what I'm saying?
I got to rebuttal. I have to rebuttal that. I have to only because
Love it, love
I
it.
feel like there's a big piece that's not being hit on here.
What's
So
up?
you're trying to tell me that you don't think you speak like anybody? Nobody sounds like you? Like we couldn't pull 17
Right now,
celebrities that sound like
right now,
you when you speak.
most definitely. If I real deal drop the track and I'm trying to mimic somebody or give you that same
Yeah.
type of style as somebody, nah, and there's no way. in
Now,
hell.
I'm talking about just speaking, just speaking.
Oh,
like, on the
speaking?
board. Like if
Speaking?
somebody listens to the radio show right now, do they think you sound like somebody right now?
Oh shit, I don't know.
Nah.
Dog. That's
I don't know.
It's them people.
I don't know. I don't.
brought that
Look,
up.
I'm
I brought
gonna
that
say
up.
like this. Only reason why I say nah is because I don't listen to other niggas speak.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
one thing about me, I don't listen to nobody talk. I know how I talk,
You don't
and I
like
know
it.
where my
You don't
mind
like
is
it.
at too. So when I think, I know other niggas don't think at all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So hey, that's how they talk. Know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? We in the building, Bronx in the building.
Right. Fuck the accent. You know what I'm saying? It's just
Yeah,
all
I
about
got
the
you.
logic.
That's
I'm a
it.
But yeah,
Brooklyn,
it's
you
all
know
about
what
the
I'm
logic,
saying?
though. You know what I'm saying? All about that mental logic and all that. You know what I'm
I feel
saying?
you.
So the reason I brought that up is because I feel like everybody is influenced by something.
Hey,
Everybody's influenced by
yo,
somebody.
that's
They say
crazy.
that imitation is the greatest form of flattery. I feel like imitation is the only.
I feel like it's just
creation.
inspiration.
Yeah.
I feel like it's the only like you never are making something new.
That's
you're taking
exactly
what you've had, what you've heard, what you've seen,
Mm-hmm.
and recreating.
with
Yeah.
your own
You feel what I'm
imagination.
saying?
Exactly.
Like, you might have made it to a point where nobody put it together like that,
Yeah.
but you didn't make nothing.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like,
I
it's
feel
like
the same way.
You're taking.
you're taking pieces now. Now there might be somebody who's so dope they can listen to what you made and be like,
I got you.
that's shorty,
Yeah, yeah.
and maybe you might not even know, and they go back and show you like, oh, they just did, they said this metaphor the same way you did, which this person copied. Then you heard it, like you know what I'm saying?
That's like all
People
these.
can break
That's
it down
like all the
that.
mumble rappers.
Yeah.
No.
But hold on to that thought.
was
You
about to say
definitely.
something
I
on
know.
that.
Hey,
Well,
we
I
they
got
cooking
something
right
on
now.
that.
They cooking right now.
We out here
We
getting
getting into it. I'm
No, we're
honestly
going
loving
from
it.
straight truth to straight.
Hey, to straight motherfucking A Boogie with the hoodie. But this song I actually dedicate to my homegirl Malaysia over here because when them boys was calling, we was swerving. You know what I'm saying? It's A Boogie in the hoodie featuring
Shout out to
6ix9ine, Ryan B Radio, Flight 407. We in the building. Let's go.
Let's get it.
Hey, yo.
You don't have no service.
I know.
He ain't got no
I'm on the
service.
Wi-Fi.
This shit keep cutting off. I be
He ain't got no service.
They're like calling FaceTime. Oh, I'm like in that call, just delete that. Hit the red button.
I can tell you right now, I
I'm
ain't
like,
really
hey,
a big
listen,
Go
fan.
back and watch it.
So the person that called me, it's not personal.
I ain't a big fan.
It's
but
not
It's
personal.
business. She's
It's
working.
business.
They understand.
They're like, oh damn, Malaysia just dogged the fuck out of that.